Good morning, everyone. Good morning. We are so excited to have you here this morning. Fox 61 and the United Way of Central and Northeastern Connecticut are proud to welcome you to our finalists breakfast for the 2025 ImpaCT Awards. A round of applause for everyone. I'm Symphony Privet. I'm one of the morning news anchors here at Fox 61. Some of you guys are used to me saying good morning sunshine when I start the show, even though I'm on some of the later hours now, 9 a.m., not 4 a.m. anymore. But I'm so glad to be here with you this morning. In 2023, we joined forces to recognize and honor individuals, groups, and organizations who make a significant contribution to the healthcare, housing, financial empowerment, and education sectors in Connecticut. The ImpaCT Awards aim to raise awareness and resources to benefit the well-being of children, adults, and families in the communities where we live and work. First, we'd like to welcome Eric Harrison, the President and CEO of the United Way of Central and Northeastern Connecticut. Good morning, Eric.
Good morning. Thanks for having me. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Exciting morning, right? Because it is the first day of fall. No, it's not. We have 20 days left. I looked it up on my app. It always feels that way, right? The day after Labor Day. All the back-to-school activities and the fall activities, but just so glad to be here with you this morning. A really exciting morning. This is one of our favorite events of the year to recognize the nominees for the ImpaCT Awards. I'm Eric Harrison, President and CEO of United Way of Central Northeastern Connecticut. We represent a third of the state of Connecticut, 56 townships in the greater Hartford area and beyond. And we just really want to recognize our partnership with Fox 61. This partnership, the ImpaCT Awards, it's actually our third annual ImpaCT Awards, and this came from the previous president's vision, along with me, to have an ImpaCT Awards event where we really just got nominees from the community. These are not necessarily United Way partners. They're just unsung heroes throughout the state of Connecticut who we wanted to recognize from the community. So we're just very pleased to do that today. And so just to be sure you have it on your calendars, it's October 22nd. At the Hartford Marriott downtown. You can invite anyone to attend the event. Those tickets are at ctimpactawards.org. And then we also invite companies to sponsor the event as well. That helps underwrite the expenses, and we can invite more members from the community to attend. So appreciate sponsorships for the event as well. Again, ctimpactawards.org for more information. And as Symphony mentioned, this is really about, designed to honor individuals, but also companies and organizations who are making a significant contribution to the areas that United Way is working to solve to end poverty of wages, life expectancy, child literacy, child care, and housing and homelessness. So again, we're just really thrilled to have this opportunity to welcome you all this morning. It's a kind of a special pre-VIP event that you're all included on. And so again, we just thank you so much, and I'll turn it back to, I believe, Symphony.
All right, thank you, Eric. And now we would like to welcome Fox 61 Director of Sales, Eileen Armis, to discuss what these awards mean to our station.
Thank you, Symphony. Good morning and welcome, everyone. Good morning. Thank you for being here today, and especially those who took the time to nominate someone. The incredible number of inspiring stories we received is such a powerful reflection of the strength and generosity within our communities. At TEGNA, our mission is simple but vital: to help people thrive in their local communities by delivering trusted news and services that matter. That's why we are so proud to continue our partnership with the United Way of Central and Northeastern Connecticut. Together, we are shining a light on the individuals, groups, and businesses who are making a true difference, those who are leading the way in building thriving, resilient communities across Connecticut. This breakfast is more than a celebration. It's a reminder of the impact that one nomination, one act of service, or one person's commitment can have. So we encourage you to continue supporting this event, and more importantly, the people and organizations it honors. We look forward to celebrating with you all again on October 22nd. It's a really fun event, guys. You gotta be there. Congratulations to all of the finalists and every nominee. Your dedication inspires us all, and we are grateful for the work that you do each day to make our community stronger. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Eileen. We would like to recognize the finalists now. Are you guys ready? Yeah. All right, I think we can do better than that. We have a lot of energy in the room. Yeah. Okay, now we received close to 200 submissions for these 8 categories. Yeah, that's a lot of people. And our team of judges spent hours combing through all of them to find 3 finalists for each category. So that's a lot they had to go through and narrow it down. Once I call your name or your organization, you may stand. Are you guys ready to get started? Yes. Okay. Now the first award is the Unsung Hero Award. This category represents a person giving their all to their community in a quiet and often thankless way. This person is the unofficial mayor, as we like to say, of their neighborhood or town, and they complete acts of kindness for everyone they meet without looking for anything in return. Now, this person may be just starting on their philanthropic journey, or they may have been helping out for decades now, and we are looking for someone who may not be known outside of their community to honor with this award. Alrighty, the finalists in this category are Marzina Tubbs, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about Marzina. Now, according to Marzina's nominator, since 2017, Marzina has mentored youth and adults facing suicide or life struggles. In 2021, she founded Project Rehab, Inc., using its launch proceeds to feed the hungry, and in 2022 through 2023, she honored unsung heroes through a community awards ceremony. Congratulations. Alrighty, next up we have Samantha Merwin. According to Samantha's nominator, outside her full-time job, Samantha Merwin founded a nonprofit supporting those affected by type 1 diabetes and celiac disease, reaching nearly 1,000 people annually. Known as the mayor of the local T1 community, she is a true grassroots leader. And up next, we have Tom McGowan. Now, according to Tom's nominator, Tom McGowan's path spans teacher, firefighter, construction worker, NFPA code writer, and dedicated volunteer. You've done it all, huh? Whether leading sermons, training first responders, raising funds, or building homes, Tom leads with heart and service. Please give a round of applause for our Unsung Hero Award finalists. Alrighty, next we have the Impactful Woman Award. This award will be given to a woman who is a leader and an inspiration, creating opportunities for others and ensuring she is making Connecticut a better place. We love that, a true mentor to other women. This award winner has a dynamic energy and a drive to do great things in her community. And for this award, the finalists in this category are Doris Maldonado Mendez, I love the fit, Doris. Doris's nominator states that Doris advocates fiercely for marginalized communities across Connecticut and beyond. As the first Latina chair of the Connecticut Council on Developmental Disabilities, NAMI Connecticut, and the Keep the Promise Coalition, she has opened doors for peers and amplified voices too often left unheard. Alrighty, up next we have Patricia Kelly. Patricia Kelly is not here, but we can still tell you about Patricia just in case she's tuning in or her folks who know and love her are tuning in. Patricia's nominator states that in 1984, Vietnam veteran and black cowgirl Patricia Kelly founded Ebony Horsewomen in Hartford's Keeney Park. And I know we've done several stories out there. Decades later, she remains devoted to empowering youth and adults through equine therapy and community programs. So let's give one more round of applause for Miss Patricia Kelly. All right, up next we have Terry Fontaine. Terry's nominator states that Terry uplifts mothers by connecting them to vital resources, education, medical care, and home safety tools like carbon monoxide detectors. Her holistic approach transforms lives and protects families for the future. Please give a round of applause to Miss Terry Fontaine. All right, and let's give one more round of applause for our Women of ImpaCT finalists. Okay, our next category is Impactful Emerging Leader Award. Now this award, it's given to the next up and coming change maker of Connecticut. This young person is on track to, fast track rather, to leadership. And despite their age, they have a proven record of giving back. And they've set themselves up for a future of serving the great Connecticut community. Now the finalists in this category are Alex Caraban, who is not here right now, but we're going to read what his nominator said. At just 22, Alex, already a multi-time national champion and one of Connecticut's most recognized faces. You guys know him, right? Yeah. Uses his platform to inspire and connect with youth of all abilities, making a meaningful impact both on and off the court. So another round of applause for Mr. Caravan. Okay, up next we have Amanda Sola. Now, Amanda's nominator states, Amanda has created an inclusive, safe space for families and professionals to learn about autism and AAC communication. A trailblazer in the greater Waterbury area, but she's built strong partnerships and expanded vital resources for the community. Already up next, we have Christina Walton. Christina's nominator states that through her tireless work at the local food bank and even running a food pantry in her own yard, wow, Christina ensures low-income families have access to nutritious foods. Under her leadership, the food bank has seen a 300% increase in clients in just 1 year. That deserves a round of applause. Yeah. Thank you so much. And that wraps up our Impactful Emerging Leaders finalists. Now, the next one is the Impactful Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Award, which is given to an individual or organization that has demonstrated a track record of helping or working with minority communities here in Connecticut. They have made a measurable impact in the DE&I community and have dedicated their lives or a better part of their business helping to create a spot at the table for everyone. And the finalists in this category are Horizons at Westminster. Now, Horizons nominator states that Horizons at Westminster offers a free academic and enrichment summer program that bridges opportunity gaps for Hartford students. Through a unique public-private school partnership, they are transforming lives just as their mission promises. Okay, up next we have Lieutenant Josue Doreles. Now, Josue's nominator states that with 11 years of service in the Connecticut State Police, Lieutenant Josue Doreles now leads Troop I, yes, in Bethany as commanding officer. Congratulations. From public outreach to recruitment, he oversees 40 sworn and civilian staff and drives initiatives focused on community safety and engagement. Up next, we have Marcus Stallworth. Go ahead and stand up. Everybody stand up. Now, Marcus's nominator states that Marcus is co-founder of Welcome to Reality, a Connecticut-based company led by 3 African-American male social workers. Good morning, you all. And for over a decade, they've championed media literacy and equity, leading to the passage of Public Act 1767 and Connecticut's media literacy law. Congratulations on that. Let's give one more round of applause for our Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Award finalists. Okay, next up we have the Impactful Educator Award. Now, we've all had an impactful educator in our lives, right? Yeah, makes me think back to 2nd grade. Miss Simmons. I would love to know where she is right now. Well, that teacher, professor, coach, or tutor who's dedicated themselves to molding young minds deserves to be recognized, right? Right. Now, more than teaching, this person serves as a mentor to their students, helping guide them through life. This person can be retired and work in preschool, K through 12, or a college setting. All right, let's begin with the finalists here. First up, Dr. Robert Pulselli Jr. And he is not here, but we will still tell you about him. Now, his nominator says that he spent years inspiring students through robotics. That's pretty cool, both in the classroom and beyond. He's helped kids from the Quiet Corner travel to places like Japan and England. That's awesome, to compete, learn, and grow. Let's give a round of applause for Dr. Pulselli Jr. Alrighty, up next we have June Cahill. And June's not here either, but June's nominator states that June is a true champion for Hartford's kids. With 30 plus years in HPS and 8 as principal, June leads a school that celebrates 640 students, their families, and staff with heart, creativity, and strength. Okay, up next we have, round of applause. And up next we have Michelle Missy Cole. Hey there. Now, Michelle's nominator states that she is caring, resilient, and fierce. A mom, coach, ISS legend, and union president, she proudly represents paras and tutors and always brings the sass, class, and compassion. I love that. All right, one more round of applause for Miss Michelle Missy Cole. And our Impactful Educator finalist. Okay, next up we have the community organization Making an Impact. Now, this award is given to a community group here in Connecticut who have taken on the task of bettering their surroundings and helping others. We are looking for a grassroots organization using their resources, whether through volunteering time, resources, or fundraising, to create change. Now, this charitable organization goes above and beyond the call of duty. Our first finalist, Interval House. Interval House's nominator states that it is Connecticut's largest agency serving survivors of intimate partner violence. For 48 years, they've helped nearly 200,000 people find safety and hope. One more round of applause. Okay, up next we have Malta House of Care for Greater Hartford. Now, their nominator states that since 2006, Malta has provided 85,000 plus free patient visits, and 2024 alone, they served 1,200 uninsured adults with compassionate clinic and mobile primary care. And up next, we have Susan Brown, founder of Purple Pantry Boxes. I love the purple jacket. Yes. Now, Purple Pantry's nominator states that Purple Pantry boxes are simple, self-service food donation sites in Milford and West Haven. The motto, take what you need, give what you can. I love that. That's great. All right, let's give one more round of applause for Susan and our other finalists. Alrighty, and finally, the Company Making an Impact Award and the Small Business Making an Impact Award. Now, these awards will be given to companies that have made giving back to Connecticut part of its culture. We are looking for organizations that are well-rounded and investing not only money, but their time to create a better Connecticut. Now, volunteering and philanthropy are part of their culture from the top down, creating a place to work that allows employees a chance to do good along the way. And the finalists in the small business category are Reynolds Subaru. Okay, Reynolds Subaru. Their nominator says that Catherine Wayland, CEO of Reynolds Subaru, leads with heart through healthcare donations, STEAM education, scholarships, career programs, and environmental efforts. She is transforming lives and strengthening communities across Connecticut. Round of applause for them. Alrighty, up next we have Bob's Jerky for a Cause. Now, Bob's Jerky for a Cause nominators states that it is a local Manchester business with 15 flavors. I gotta pay y'all a visit. Bob's Jerky donates 25% of all sales online and in store to causes chosen by customers. That's awesome. All right, round of applause for them. Alrighty, up next we have Parkville Sounds. Hey! I remember you. I'm drawing a blank. Tell me your name again. Steven. I went out to Parkville Sounds, I think sometime last year, and we sat in on an artist who made an album in 24 hours, right? So we were there for a little bit of that process. He stayed up for 24 hours to create this album. It was pretty cool. All right, now Parkville Sounds nominator states that the owner, Steven, has sparked an arts renaissance in Hartford's Parkville neighborhood by creating a creative hub where local artists can freely express their talents. All right, and up next we have Elafi Federal Credit Union. Congratulations. Now, their nominator states that it rebranded in 2025 to Empower Women Plus. Now, the company is closing gaps in equity and access, building financial wellness for Connecticut's future. Alrighty, and Bank of America is up next. Well, Bank of America's nominator states that they partner with local nonprofits. Bank of America invests in housing, workforce, and financial empowerment, responding to the community's most urgent needs. Mints and Hoke. Now, their nominator states that under Ron's leadership, Mints and Hoke champions financial empowerment for people with IDD, starting with hiring Kate in 2019 and now driving change statewide. Let's give them a round of applause. Alrighty, that wraps up our finalists. I want to say thank you all again for joining us this morning to share in the successes of everyone in this room who has been named a finalist. The awards will be announced October 22nd. Mark your calendar, October 22nd at the ImpaCT Awards Gala at the Hartford Marriott. Individual tickets and tables are on sale, and sponsorship opportunities are still available if you guys want to help out with that. Thank you guys for coming, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Congratulations.